What's up, nerds? Today we're going to talk about the Mandalorian Starfighter. This is the newer version. The older version we're going to try and find at a Atlanta Brick Co. company. But this is the first Mandalorian Starfighter in honor of our new Mandalorian TV show. When we finally get to see the live action version of this. So I wanted to build this to see how it kind of stacks up to that. But then also give you a comparison of how they shown these in the Clone Wars versus how they're showing them live action. So let's get started. This is set number 75316, the Mandalorian Starfighter. It comes with Bo-Katan, a Death Watch Trooper. Oh, they just say Mandalorian Loyalist, but it's a Death Watch Trooper. And Gar Saxon. This is the only set Gar Saxon comes in, so it's worth the pickup if you're looking to get a minifig. But let's get right into it. The minifigs are really cool. Let's start with the Death Watch Trooper. He kind of has a Jango Fett type vibe. Comes with a jetpack, and he comes with 2 pistols, but no arm printing, just front leg printing and chest printing. But he does come without a face, so just a black head, generic person, similar to how Lego does. Going to Bo-Katan, obviously a character that's getting more popular now. She was pretty much just on the Clone Wars before, but now that she's live action in Mando, she's going to be a pivotal moment to that. We'll get into that when we get into our review of Mandalorian Season 3. But she also doesn't come with arm printing either. Figured maybe she would, but hopefully maybe they have a set coming out of another version of her. Maybe there's a UCS set of her with a Starfighter. Lego, please do that. Here's Gar Saxon. So this is one of the figures that you would probably want to buy this set for, along with Bo-Katan. They're 2 great figures. The helmets are well done. The details are there, straight from the Clone Wars. And then show you Bo-Katan's face. So she does have her face from the Clone Wars, and she also comes with hair as well. You can see that right there. Even though it wasn't straight, there we go. Now it's straight. So that's Bo-Katan with her hair. Here's Gar Saxon. And for all those out there who know the story from Clone Wars, obviously Gar Saxon, because Darth Maul has a Darksaber, rules Mandalore, and his helmet obviously matches that of Zabrak. Really cool. I mean, this would be a really cool Mandalorian piece of armor to do, I think, for cosplay, or even a helmet like Black Series helmet would be. This helmet would be amazing as a Black Series helmet, which is interesting because the only other Mando helmet we've seen with horns is the Armorer from Mandalorian, and she has almost like Zabrak horns on hers, which could be interesting. He also comes with a face, just scruffed up beard, nice printing on the face. Also no armor printing on him either, but overall, the figures that come with this set are great. Now let's get into the actual Starfighter. So there's a few things. It was a pretty fun build, pretty quick build. It's only 4 bags. Bag number 1 is very basic. You set up with a really cool base for the back of the ship. Bag 2, you get into the cockpit in the front. Bag 3 and 4 are the 2 wings. One of the cool features is that it does swivel. So if you've watched Clone Wars, you've seen the ships swivel this way and actually fly this way, right? Now, it's a cool feature. If you haven't seen Clone Wars, where have you been? Just saying. But it's a nice feature, but it really makes the Lego model very flimsy. It's also not 1-to-1 scale. As we've seen, these Starfighters are actually a lot bigger, and you can fit, I think, 5 or 6 people in the cockpit, as well as a cargo bay. So this one really only holds 2 minifigs. So you can put Bo-Katan and your Death Watch Trooper inside the cockpit if you wanted to, but you can only fit 2 minifigs inside this cockpit, no more. So technically it's not fully minifig scale, but the other features of the wings are really nice. Has a really good look, a really good profile. If you notice, the Mandalorian starfighters have the shape of the Mandalorian helmets, which is really nice. You really only can see that when they're facing this way, or when the wings actually go up in the locked and landing position. So that's a cool feature. It does have some shooters on it. It has 4, which is really nice. So you can shoot these, and then the 2 on the side, which have missiles, right? Let's see if I can actually get this to shoot. There we go. Gotta remember how to push the missile down. So, nice play features. Overall, the model's really cool. It looks really great. It has that Mando Starfighter feel. I just feel like just because they added this pretty much Clone Wars feature of it twisting here, we haven't seen him, Bo-Katan ship do that yet. We have seen her put the wings up as she was flying to do like a Top Gun, flyby to get behind a TIE fighter. But overall, it's a really great set, really great minifigures. But the playability, I would say, the display capability is really nice. But I can also tell here, like it's really loose on the cockpit because it swivels, and also there's a lot of gaps. If I can pull these wings back up real quick, there's a lot of gaps on the model itself. There's massive holes where the glass comes down. It doesn't really snap flush. So there's a few things I really don't like, but I'd probably say this is a 7 out of 10 for me. The actual build was decently fun, but the minifigs that you get with the set are, I think, worth the purchase. And you can probably find it for reasonably priced. I think Target was having a good sale on these. I think I picked this up for a pretty reasonable price. So look out in Target, look out Walmart, so you can get it for a decent price. But yeah, I would definitely say a 7 out of 10. But I would also say it's worth the pickup for the minifigs alone. And then we'll find the older version of this, but I don't know if you all know, but the older version of this came with a very special minifig, and it makes the old set worth an upwards of $400. But that Mandalorian Starfighter is a little bit bigger than this one. This one was a little more slim profiled and made for play features. But that's the review on the Mandalorian Starfighter.